Hey everybody, welcome to Two Peas in a Pod. I am City, and this is my show. Today I want to get a little sensitive. This message is for all you animal lovers and fighters for rights. I had a veterinarian kill my pit bull, and I thought that if I brought this story to your attention, it's possible that we could get some changes with the system in general, considering that they call animals property. A piece of property to me would be a house, a car, jewelry, things that have maybe sentimental value, but there's no emotional connection to the stuff. It can't do anything for you but make you happy temporarily. But Xena was my pride and joy. She was an 8-year-old red-nosed pit bull. Excuse me. She had never had any medical conditions whatsoever besides itchy skin. And one particular day, she was non-responsive, and she wouldn't get up, and she wouldn't even attempt to respond to me. So I knew something was wrong, and I hurried up and called an emergency animal clinic and let them know that I was on the way with a very sick dog. And I had no idea what the situation was. When I got there, they had to help me to get Xena on a stretcher and wheel her into the hospital. Now, as I told you, I called prior to getting there. When we took her in on the stretcher, they put me in the lobby for about 10 minutes. Now, imagine having a bullet in your head and you get to the hospital and they put you in the lobby and you have to wait. So I waited patiently. 10 minutes later, they took us to the back. We got her on the table and got her temperature, and it was 106. They let me know that the doctor would be in just a moment. We sat there for about 20 minutes listening to the doctor and his employees laugh and discuss sports and entertainment. About 20 minutes later, the veterinarian comes in and says, "Oh, you got a real sick dog. Well, we need blood work and x-rays. It's going to be about $1,500. What's your budget?" Standing there with me in front of my dying dog, his main concern was what was my budget. I explained to him I only had a certain amount of money, and he said that wasn't even enough to touch her. So my girlfriend also contributed a little bit more money, and he said that he would give her an IV, something for the fever, and an antibiotic to rinse her out. That's not letting us know what's wrong with her. There was going to be no testing done or anything. He was just going to throw her an antibiotic, something for the fever, and give her some, hydration. While they were tending to Xena, me and my girl left and went to go find some more money to help my dog live. When we came back, Xena was in the kennel with pee and poop on her, and she still was non-responsive, and she was actually worse than she was when we took her there. We had to put her back on a stretcher and take her into the lobby again, while I gave them every penny in my pocket, with still no answers as to what was wrong with her. I noticed her foot bleeding, and I asked the nurse why, and she says, well, she had a seizure while we were giving her the IV, and so on and so forth. But I had just sat down and had a conversation with the doctor, and he told me none of that. Actually, I pleaded with him to keep her overnight because I knew that she wasn't going to make it without medical attention. And he advised me that I needed $1,000 for her to stay the night. And he didn't send her home with any medication. He sent me home with still no clue what was wrong, but now she was using the bathroom on herself. And she was having seizures. None of this was happening before I got her there. We got her home because he released her. He said there was no point in keeping her there. He did what he could do. We got her home and laid down on our pad with her, and I just laid there and I talked to her and prayed with her not to leave me, because she was all I had. She helped me through my seizures, my depression, and a lot of emotional, mental occurrences that I was going through. 2 hours after I got her home, she took her last breath. I kept her overnight and just laid with her, begging her to wake up. But she never did. This man not only neglected the circumstances of Xena, he gave her something that she possibly didn't even need that made her worse, and sent her home sicker than she was when she got there. I had to call a cremation company to come and pick her up the next morning. And I had to watch them put her in a bag and zip her up and take her away. They took away a part of me that I haven't been able to fix since she's been gone. No lawyer will help me. No community center resource will help me. Nobody's interested in the situation, but the law is the law, and it's in black and white. That he neglected